Dear people of God, welcome to the Lenten Meditation series of the Church of South India Synod on the theme Journey of Transformation from Ashes to Resurrection. Today is the 9th day and we meditate on the theme An Invitation to Trust, based on the Gospel according to St. Matthew chapter 6 verses 25 to 34 and Psalm 37 verses 3 to 7. An invitation to trust. A small bird sitting on the edge of a tiny branch is not afraid, for it trusts in the strength of the branch. Even if the branch breaks, the bird knows it can fly away unharmed. In contrast, a mighty elephant in the forest may be frightened at the sight of innocent people and may act destructively, not because of any offense, but because its instinct is to defend itself at any cost. This contrast illustrates the power of trust. Trust is the belief that someone is good and honest and will not harm us, or that something is safe and reliable. Life is full of challenges, and in facing them, we are invited to trust, to embrace change, and to experience life in abundance. Jesus calls us to this abundant life and extends an invitation to trust. John chapter 10 verse 10. Trusting in God's provision. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus teaches us to choose God as our master and to trust in God's care. When things are beyond our control, we tend to worry. To illustrate this, Jesus offers the example of the birds. Matthew chapter 6 verses 25 to 27. Birds search for food, adapt to changing weather, and migrate over great distances to survive. They face uncertainty, yet they do not worry. Jesus points to the disciples and reminds them, if God provides for the birds, how much more can we trust in God's sovereignty? Jesus then presents the example of the flowers and the grass. Matthew chapter 6 verses 28 to 30. Comparing their beauty to the royal clothing of King Solomon. This challenges us to reassess our priorities. Do we place status above life itself? Jesus calls us to live in the present, face each day's challenges, and trust in God's providence by discerning and following God's will, trusting in God's timing. Similarly, in Psalms 37, David reflects on the true worth of human life, not in terms of money, but in the things that wealth cannot buy. David, once loved by King Saul, later became his enemy and was forced to flee for his life. Yet, in time, he found himself seated in the very place where King Saul had once ruled. That is why David calls us to trust in God, to commit our ways to God, and to wait with patience. Even when we face unseen problems, trusting in God allows us to see the bigger picture unfolding in our lives. A call to self-reflection. Life is more precious than food or clothing. Trust is a powerful antidote to the human tendency to worry. As we reflect during this Lenten season, let us ask ourselves, how have we been trustworthy in our personal and our work lives? Are we able to trust others? Do we truly trust in God's providence even when the future is uncertain? May this season be a time of self-discernment, a time to embrace trust, and a journey towards transformation. Amen. May God bless us all.